What's up guys, it's Daz here, but you don't really care, as what you're seeing right now is the new, confirmed, winged Pikmin. So, let's begin by watching the footage all in one go.
This is a new Pikmin with wings, and it can fly. They are called winged Pikmin. They fly and follow the player, and they can carry items in the air as well. As you can imagine, they will be helpful in different ways than the other Pikmin types. Pikmin 3 will be launching in just a few months. See, there's a winged Pikmin on the package as well. More details about the game will be released gradually between now and launch. Please stay tuned.
So, there we go. We were right all along about the Oh! Well, I'm sorry. What's that? Winged Pikmin. So cute. Right, first off, we can see the front of the winged Pikmin for the first time, and my god, they're just so cute! They appear to have two stripes on their torso, kind of like a bee, so that could relate to their abilities maybe? Also, look at their eyes, they're kinda similar to the white Pikmins in size. White Pikmin are notorious for their ability to see underground treasures, so maybe winged Pikmin have some sort of ability to maybe see enemies from far away or something to that effect, like eagles and their eyesight. Next, look at the surroundings. Notice anything? Look at the ground. There is clearly a shadow of what appears to be an onion. Yes, a pink onion. This means that we discover winged Pikmin through an onion, or, if not, we do in mission/challenge mode. Whether this onion was dormant beforehand, who knows. But look at those stem legs, they look so organic, it's beautiful, and explains how Pikmin can climb up those things slightly better. Well, that's all I can grab from this scene, so let's continue. So we were right here in thinking that the winged Pikmin can actually fly directly over hazards, which in this case is water. But maybe this could add to more complicated puzzles somehow. Also, notice how the winged Pikmin are able to fly indefinitely, so it's not just a matter of you throw them and they fly further than all the other Pikmin, so yeah. Also, notice the camera, it appears to be moving fluidly by itself. Maybe this is an option you can choose, since there was still a button in the E3 demo which immediately turned the camera to face towards the direction of the captain, like in the previous games. Or maybe it is simply a trailer footage thing, like the missing HUD. Wogpole. Oh, and something else to point out. By the cursor, there is a number which represents how many Pikmin are currently following you. However, I am not sure whether this is a grand total, or just the amount of Pikmin following you from a specific colour, which in this case is pink. Also, look in the background, you can see a body of water, and in there is a blob, which appears to be another Toady Bloister, or some sort of close relative, amongst other things. We can also see a dirt wall which looks like sand to me, leading to another path, but the player just ignores it. Also, random shadow falls here. Instead, they worry about— oh my god! The cursor has a shadow! Oh wait, sorry. Wollywogs! Ah, gotta love to hate them. But notice how they inflate. At first, I thought this was a way of being extra harsh and flattening more Pikmin. However, it seems that instead it is simply a way of explaining how they can suddenly fly. Clearly they inflate to float. Also, do you notice the large brown mark on the top of their head, body, structure, whatever that is? It appears to be some kind of bruise, to me at least, and perhaps this is the Wollywog's weak spot. Maybe a specific character is needed to deal major damage. In this case I would expect purple Pikmin, but maybe it's just a general spot for all Pikmin to attack. Oh, so they're not as harsh, eh? Good. Well, actually, no, sorry. I think these Wollywogs are in fact harder than the ones in Pikmin 2, and here's why. When the winged Pikmin are flying under its path, splat! 4 of them are crushed, and this was just from walking past it. Imagine if you were full on attacking it. Whether they are stronger than Pikmin 1's Wollywogs, I'm not really sure, but they're definitely worse than Pikmin 2's, because with those things you could literally swarm them and they would make a big enough ring of Pikmin when they jump to fail to kill any. Pathetic. But here's something else that grabs my attention. From this point to the end of the scene, not a single pink spirit is seen. In fact, we see a winged Pikmin that appears to be immobilized on the ground. Does this mean that the winged Pikmin are immune to flying creatures, or they take 2 hits? Or maybe they cannot be restored until a medic Pikmin appears? Or maybe I'm just not giving them enough time to show their spirit? Or maybe this Pikmin didn't get hit by the Wollywog and was simply thrown back by the landing, which, now I look back, appears to be the case. Hey look, that one got up. Also, bridge on the right. One more thing, watch the path of the Pikmin. They seem to imitate the exact movements of character A instead of taking the quickest path, which is interesting, I guess. Right, let's move on. So this scene, a lot to mention. Firstly, the lily pads. This appears to be how you originally get on one. There's a convenient stationary one at these little harbour-like areas. And from there you can ride along the river like this lily pad in the background. But, look to the right, there is a mini waterfall. Could this be some kind of hazard to the lily pads? Maybe, if you're riding a lily pad as it goes down one of these, the lily pad becomes unstable and possibly even topples over. Only blues and winged would survive. Man, that does not sound right in a sentence. Next, the egg. There is an egg. Not much else to say. I expect it plays the same role as the previous games in that it reveals either nectar, mitites, potions, or whatever this thing is, but we'll come to that later. Next to that is a plant thing, which actually appears in Pikmin 2 and was called the Fiddlehead. But what surprises me is that the character actually momentarily locks onto it. Whether this means you can scan it, or maybe you just have to interact with it to add it to the Wikipedia, I don't know. Also, notice the leaves on the rocks. Could these possibly be treasures you collect in the autumn area? Or are they just decoration? They do seem quite conveniently placed, so... Okay, I'll mention the winged Pikmin. Here we can see they are carrying a 1 pellet and a 5 pellet. But not only that, they're pink! That must mean they have an onion! Oh yeah, we already knew that. Huh. But, notice how they're carrying the pellets. They are actually still flying, so the treasure is not touching the ground. This will obviously be helpful to get around hazards like the water in this case. But, just because they can fly does not make them immune because... One is instantly taken by unnamed enemy 7, also known as the skitterleaf thing that can actually kill. So from this we can also see that the enemy has a long-ranged attack, so beware. Don't know what it is though, is that a tongue? I hope so. Or not. And for the first time we see the spirit of the winged Pikmin. But something that confuses me is how quickly the spirit appears. If we compare the 5 deaths of the winged Pikmin, 4 being from the Wollywog and 1 from the unnamed enemy, we can clearly see that there is a large difference in time between the time they die and the time their spirit appears. So, are the winged Pikmin immune to Wollywogs, or does the timing vary depending on specific creatures?
It will be helpful in different ways.
Aww, its cry is so cute, its little spirit has wings. Ah! Hey look, bridge on the left. Could this be connected to the last bridge? Nearly done with this scene. Look at the Pikmin following character A. They are all bunching together. Why? Well, I think this is the same programming as in Pikmin 2. The Pikmin would crowd together so they could safely cross the bridge. This seems to be the same case as they are approaching a lily pad. 2 more things. Background. What's that in the distance? A pellet posy! What colour is it though? And finally, more winged Pikmin. What you doing over there? I think this is the same case as the rock Pikmin in the E3 demo, where they were scattered around the map for you. This leads me to believe that this footage is more challenge mode footage. Oh, no, sorry. Mission mode footage. Next scene. What? Let's see that again. Was that? We barely see anything at all. Ah, but we can see more. Not through the powers of editing. Nope. Through the powers of Japan. The following footage is from the Japanese version of the Pikmin footage, and it reveals a little bit more.
他のピクミンたちとは違った形で活躍してくれそうですね。
Ah, much better. Now let's analyse. So first off we get a nice view of the new and improved swooping Snitch Bug. It looks eviler to me now, almost like it's wearing cool glasses of badassery. Next we can see some kind of tube with a small hole in it. Could this perhaps be only accessible with the winged Pikmin, since the other Pikmin cannot reach the hole? But how will the captains reach? Aha! Perhaps you can order the winged Pikmin to carry you to certain locations using the gamepad to mark your path, and with that, you can enter the hole. Oh, and if you were wondering, there are 24 Pikmin. He's going in for the kill, and he appears to have some kind of blurring effect behind him as he swoops. And as far as I know, this wasn't apparent in the previous games, but maybe just be there to show off the graphics of the game. And the moment he grabs, the others instantly attack him. That must mean they have a revenge system and attack when being attacked. But actually, I think this is the wrong assumption. Listen carefully.
他のピクミンたちとは違った形で活躍してくれそうですね。
Where have you heard that before? Exactly. I think the reason the Pikmin swarm the Snitch Bug is because they were ordered to charge it, as shown in the E3 footage. Plus, Character A seems to glow for a second when the horn is sounded. Another thing that can be easily missed is this fruit. It appears as though it is still attached to whatever grew it, so maybe you need winged Pikmin to fly up and break it. Or you need rock Pikmin to smash it down, or purple Pikmin, or any Pikmin to climb it up and knock it down like the berries in Pikmin 2. Also, in the background there appears to be a new design of the bridge. Why? I think this is because of the location of the bridge. The whole place seems to be quite dry and sandy. Does this mean this is a desert? Oh wait, there's water under the bridge, so no? My god, the camera! It seems as though when you choose to charge an enemy, the camera automatically locks onto them, which obviously is a good thing. And one more thing to mention with the camera, notice how in this scene there appears to be a black area around the edges. This could be because the camera is in another wall of some kind, and so it moves to this view to tell the player that the camera is obstructing something. It happens in other games, so no big deal, unless I'm wrong. And one final thing, notice how easy the winged Pikmin are able to attack the Snitch Bug. Normally it would take many Pikmin to at least catch the Snitch Bug, and then you would be able to swarm it. But with winged Pikmin, it's easy. We may be killers, but we're delicate ones. Wow, the Japanese version sure did reveal a lot more to us. I wonder what else it could reveal. Oh wait, what? Is that a water dumple? So, there's the box art, finally! And what do we see? Firstly, we have the red, yellow and blue Pikmin standing on a branch and one's holding... We also have winged Pikmin just chilling. A winged Pikmin is carrying a strawberry, which to me looks a little dried up, so maybe they just plucked it from up high when it wasn't fully made. But, yeah, and... What? It's a blue Pikmin dangling again! No. The Pikmin in a bottle. Lately, there's been a bit of controversy over it. Is it red or is it brown? Personally, I think it's red just because it looks like it has a nose and it appears to be the same colour as the red Pikmin, but slightly darker because it's in the shade and in a bottle. And that's coming from a colourblind person, so what do you think? We can also see that in the top right it has the Nintendo Network logo. Does this mean it could be online? No, you silly. It's already been mentioned. Pikmin 3 is going to be connected to Miiverse because you can take pictures of the enemies and environments around you. Remember? Oh, you. Something else which I haven't noticed other people mentioning is the foreground. I know it's blurry, but if you look really closely, it appears to be sprinkled with water slightly. Now this could simply be made to make the scene look nicer. It's been done before in adverts and such. But perhaps this could lightly hint to weathers, or at least rain, which I mentioned in previous videos. Just a thought. Now you may be thinking, well, where are the purple and white Pikmin? Are they gone? No! Well, obviously they're not gone since we saw them in the last Nintendo Direct footage, you silly. But with the powers of editing, I can reveal the full image of this to be actually... And there they are, the purple and white Pikmin. We can also see a yellow Pikmin sitting on some king caps and spot caps. There doesn't appear to be anything hidden in the background or behind the leaves, unlike the PAL version of the Pikmin 2 box art. Bulb! But then again, we may be pleasantly surprised. But now we come back to this. What is it? It doesn't look like the same berries from Pikmin 2 to me. Is it perhaps another fruit treasure thing that I can't recognise? What are your thoughts? Now, by this point you may be thinking, winged Pikmin? Why are they called winged Pikmin? Why not pink Pikmin? And to that I say, Olimar. Olimar was the man who named the previous 6 Pikmin red, yellow, blue, purple, white and Bulbmin. However, Olimar does not discover the Pikmin in this game. Therefore, these characters come up with the names. In Pikmin 2, the ship told Olimar that they would rather call the yellow Pikmin the ear Pikmin. So maybe his wish came true in Pikmin 3. But, if this is the case, what effect does this have on any newer Pikmin? If you're new to this channel, you might be a little surprised by how far ahead we are with Pikmin stuff, but hey, feel free to join us. So, maybe the Pikmin will be named as this. Green Pikmin, Spike Pikmin, Acid Pikmin, Orange Pikmin, Gel Pikmin, Sand Pikmin, Webbed Feet Pikmin, Cyan Pikmin, Light Pikmin, Ice Pikmin, who knows? Oh, and if you're lost by all this random Pikmin which you have never heard of being mentioned before, you can click here and things will hopefully make a bit more sense. Also, the Pikmin 3 release date has been revealed. In Japan, it will be released on the 13th of July, or so the Nintendo Direct says. America, 4th of August. and the others are to be announced. So that means Europe will get it on the 33rd of January 2024, and Australia on the 65th of March 2099. We have a long wait, but more info will be revealed to us from now to the release, and by this, I expect they mean Nintendo will begin to upload those CG shorts of Pikmin, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, and the final thing I'd like to mention for the day is the Pikmin 3 logo. It still has an orange 3, or at least that's what it looks like to me, but other people have mentioned that it looks more reddish than before, so what does this mean? What more Pikmin do you expect to see, if any? What do you think about the winged Pikmin? Did I miss anything? Are you first? Feel free to answer any of them in the comments, except the first one, you probably already lost. Or if you won, you've only just realised you can comment about it. Yeah. Anyway, after all that, my name's been Daz, you didn't really care, and I'll see you in a... But wait, there's more! Along with this new footage, we were also gifted with some screenshots of Pikmin 3. However, they do not reveal anything particularly mind-blowing, and are just a different perspective of the footage we saw. Nevertheless, I will describe the things we see. So, the first thing we see is of Character Ray walking in the water with some winged Pikmin trailing behind him. I'm guessing it was mainly trying to show how high the Pikmin flew above the water, so that's cool, I guess. We can also slightly see the Wogpole behind the plant, and there appears to be something disturbing the water further to the right, but that might just be the edge of the water or something. We also cannot see the bridge in the background anymore, and Character A still has that face of, "What have I done?" The next screenshot is of another perspective of the footage we saw. Clearly they were trying to imitate the footage but failed mainly because the bridge is out, the winged Pikmin in the background are gone, the 1 pellet has a winged Pikmin missing on the wrong side, and the 5 pellet Pikmin are wrongly placed as well, but who cares really. The third and final image shows the swooping Snitch Bug being beaten to death by winged Pikmin. Lovely. And with that, we conclude all of the Pikmin 3 info given to us thus far. So, my name's been Daz, you didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit.